This is Newcap News with Jeremy Thompson.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. RCMP in Lac-La-Biche are asking for help from the public to identify a man who held staff at a service station in that community at gunpoint yesterday. Police say shortly after 1 a.m. Sunday morning, this man entered a gas station, drew what appeared to be a handgun and threatened the staff. The suspect then escaped with an undisclosed amount of cash in a white Dodge Ram 3500 driven by a second man. Police later recovered that vehicle. RCMP say they're looking for a 5'9" man with a medium build. He was wearing blue jeans, a black hooded jacket, and black shoes with white soles. If you have any info about the crime, you're asked to call Lac-La-Biche RCMP. Well, today a new report is casting another dark shadow over our country's oil industry. The International Energy Agency warns growth in Canadian oil production could slow down or even come to a complete stop once projects now under construction are complete. The organization took a look at oil production across the world over the next 5 years. It found Canada's oil output is expected to hit about 5.2 million barrels a day by the year 2021. That's an increase of 800,000 barrels a day, but the group warns energy companies may reconsider their expansion plans. Factors in that include heightened environmental concerns, a lack of pipelines to new markets, and the unknown impact of Alberta's NDP government. Now, despite the economic downturn, Husky Energy is still giving back to organizations in Lloydminster. Today, the company announced the results of its annual Husky Has Heart campaign, which raises funding for local charitable organizations. This year, Husky raised more than $156,000 for 11 local charities. The money is raised through individual donations, auctions, and local fundraising events organized by staff. The effort is then supported by additional corporate investment.
Raising over $156,000 by all of our staff just goes to show how deeply Husky and all of our employees still care about a vibrant and strong community.
Wendy Plandowski with the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation and Allison Fulkerth of Kids Sports say the kind of support Husky gives to charities is invaluable, particularly when the current need is so great.
It's really critical, and it's also very uplifting when you come someplace today and find out that there's been such generosity.
Having businesses donate to Kids Sport is good for us, especially when there is a larger number of families out there that are needing help to put their children in sports.
Other charities receiving funding include the Lloydminster Handyvan Society, the SPCA, and the Salvation Army. Well, a market analyst is forecasting a dire economic picture for our largest trading partner. This as somber economic realities were being discussed at this year's Agrivisions. Gerard Lampow finds out why, in an election year, Errol Anderson is sounding the R word for our southern neighbor.
Central banks have run out of ammunition to manipulate the market now, so the markets have to survive on their own.
Errol Anderson studies market trends for his clients and advises where people should put their money. He was speaking to area producers at this year's Agrivisions in Lloydminster. Despite the efforts of bankers, he sees economic realities ruling, and he says Canada's largest trading partner is going into recession.
The manufacturing side has been in a depression, or not a recession, for probably 6 months, and it's mainly because of the high U.S. dollar. The Americans are struggling with their dollar. Every other country wants to push their currency lower to increase their exports. And
Anderson says with the global economy being much larger than the U.S. economy, even as the U.S. pushes up its dollar and increases interest rates, it's a stumbling block to its exports. Anderson adds that debt loads around the world are increasing, with the U.S. going from $9 trillion to $20 trillion over the last 8 years. The resiliency of ag producers is once again being tested.
You might hear some of the commodities he talked about are struggling, and what farmers will do is they will adjust their farms to where they think they can still be profitable.
Ag advocate Louise Cardiner is telling the stories of producers through social media. Anderson says producers can still make profits, but marketing management is crucial.
from a farming perspective, we can make profits in this world. They're going to come and go. But I think you have to be astute.
Producers will need to take the market value they can get.
You can't be in a situation where you feel that the market deserves you a certain price, because the market doesn't care.
Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.
Well, it was a beautiful day to get outdoors and make the most of winter before the snow melts, and that's exactly what many Lloydminster residents did. Mountjoy Snow Resort drew a huge crowd Sunday as they celebrated 50 years of getting friends and families off the couch and onto the slopes. Hannah Tita has more.
Well over 150 skiers and snowboarders made their way to Mountjoy in celebration of the snow resort's 50th anniversary.
And I want to come out here just to double my skills and watch the big air competitions and the rail jam.
The day was filled with friendly competitions such as ski and snowboard racing, as well as a tug-of-war game. 3 live bands also made the trip down the hill that much more enjoyable. President of the club, Ray Tatro, says he was grateful for the wonderful weather conditions.
Mother Nature hasn't been 100% kind to us all year, but our snowmaking crew and grooming crew has worked hard, and definitely the hill's very skiable, and people will have a lot of fun, I'm sure.
A statement many of the children who tested out the hill for themselves agreed with.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks like it's going to be a really good day for skiing.
It's icy on the top, but the rest of the way down it's pretty good.
The day also came with an incredible announcement. The resort unveiled the Synergy Trail Map after a $10,000 donation from the organization. The money will go towards bringing the pipeline and water system to the top of the hill to ensure a consistent snow all winter long. Mountjoy is completely volunteer run, something Tatro is extremely proud of.
People want a facility like this, and thank God we've got a good organization that's working hard to bring that to those people that want to get their kids and the adults out on the hill.
When it came to this event, one thing was for sure, as I'm about to demonstrate, you didn't need a whole lot of skill to come out, hit the slopes, and have a great time. For Newcap News, I'm Hannah Tita.
All right, Gerard. Hannah clearly had a great time, and you did as well with Team Newcap.
Yeah, Team Newcap were awesome. Look at this lovely trophy.
What did you guys do on the Sunday there?
15 seconds of a rush in a cardboard toboggan that some of the guys in creative especially and production put together on the weekend. And
yeah, so here's some viz we have. Give us a little bit of play-by-play of what was going on here.
So I'm sitting on the left. Phil Ferguson, our production manager, is on the right with the GoPro on his head. And one of his buddies has got his phone camera shooting the viz that you're seeing with us flying down the hill literally.
There go the rabbit ears for sure.
There's the snow slapping into the lens on the GoPro.
Nearly hit the snowmobile at the end there.
Missed
but,
it by a
came out safe, and first prize, we got this lovely trophy to prove it. So definitely a lot of credit goes to those who built this wonderful trophy.
Indeed.
You can see it. Beautiful day as well.
Beautiful day.